Hello everyone, and welcome back for episode 2 of Going Medieval, the Lone Wolf scenario. On the first episode, we built a little shelter for our settler, Christiana, actually. I kept calling her Christiana during the first episode, but that's okay. We will be a bit cheeky and going to rename her into Christiana. That way, it will be easier to say. Now, we started collecting a few resources, so we still have 2 packaged meals left over, which should be okay for a couple days. And on the first episode, we actually found a couple rabbits running around and marked them for hunting. There they are. Let's unpause the game and change it into a 2-speed. As soon as Christiana is awake, we will have to make sure she equips a bow and goes out to pick up those 2 rabbits for us. And this is the second day. So for today I have 2 goals. One, make one more little shelter for the second person that will join us eventually, and build a little bit of a kitchen area. So let's do a bit of planning for that. Let's pause the game. Let's continue with the clay walls. So let's go 4 wide. That looks a little bit too big, so let's go 3 wide. There you go. Let's place a sleeping spot, brazier, because they will need to remain warm. Again, wooden floor tiles for the ceiling. Let's place a wooden door. I like placing the doors this way, so they open inside. And a wooden window, so they can look outside, or if they need to exhaust the temperature, they can just open the window and let it out. Temperature is actually a very important mechanic in this game. And now, let's, where should we make the kitchen? Let's make it right next to it. So let's extend this about 5. We want it to be just long enough to fit a butchering table. Excellent. And a campfire. So when they capture an animal, they're going to bring it here to the butchering table, turn it into raw meat, and then use the campfire to actually cook the meat. Now, let's make it just a little longer because I want to have a stockpile here. And let's close it. So we'll go on zone stockpile. We will assign this little area as a stockpile and clear everything. So we want the animal carcasses to be brought here, but not the bones. The bones are utilized for decorations at the moment only. So over here they'll just take space. And we also want all food materials to be brought here, just for now. Later on we're gonna make a dedicated storage for them to protect them from the heat. That should be good to start with. And again, we're going to cover this with wooden floor. You will see over here we have a bit of a gap, and that's due to the stability mechanic. So from every pillar, you can only extend 3 out. So here's our pillar, 1, 2, 3. If I want to use something here, I'll need to put either a wooden beam, which we haven't researched yet, or I will need one more pillar. For now, I'll just select the clay wall, copy, and put one more pillar in the middle. We can always renovate later. And this will create this kind of open area kitchen. Let's resume the game. You will see that the butchering table is sort of orange-red. That's because we do not have enough wood. So as soon as we collect enough wood, our settler will be able to build it. Now, other items like the wooden floor tiles, they are teal because we have enough wood to build them. So the settler will prioritize building those, will prioritize building the cheaper item before the more expensive item. So let's just make Christian equip the fine sword bow. So we will right click on it and press equip fine sword bow. And now she has a bow and she'll continue. And she will head out to actually get those animals as we specified on her job priority. So hunting is 2, so it will happen before constructing or cutting plants, and also before cooking. While she's working on that, we need to do a couple more things over here. We need to put a bit of flooring, a bit of wicker floor to protect some of our items. So I'll cover these 2 lines of our stockpile. So any items that are on it that are not like wood piles or clay will be protected from the weather. We got the 2 rabbits, very good. And now Christiana will resume building. Let's speed up a little bit. Excellent, she's placing the floor. So now you will see that the wooden spear is no longer decaying. If the weather was hot, we would need to have a roof on top of this to protect it as well. But for now, we can get away with just the flooring. Each item has its own requirements, so it doesn't decay. And we often have to make specific buildings or specific types of storages to keep those. Speaking of flooring, here you will see that because our ground is soil, our rabbits are decaying as well. So we need to place some wicker floor over here as well. You can put any type of floor you like. I like to use wicker because sticks are very easy to come across early in the game. Especially during winter. It's more for a bit of balance, I suppose. And of course the AI will build every other tile besides the one that has the rabbit. So now if we look at the rabbit, you will see that their freshness has stopped decaying and there is no message that they are decaying or rotting anymore. We have one more packaged meal, so we will survive one more day. And let's have a look at Christiana's mood. She ate a nice meal, so she's happy about that. She's optimistic. That's a very nice bonus when they join the settlement for the first time. She's a little tired, but that's okay. A little bit chilly. We will address that soon. Desperately thirsty. So settlers require alcohol as well to remain happy. That's something we will need to address when we have a bit more of stable food income. She's looking for entertainment and religious activities. And she decided to go to bed. Very good. We're making very good progress. So the game is telling us we miss meal preparation, our food stockpile is low, and the research table is missing. We are not in a big rush to get the research table going. We will need a couple more settlers before we really need to focus on that. Oh, hello, rabbit. Let's mark this one for hunting. And let's try to grab those 2 deers as well. I think 5 or 6 animals should be enough to last us for the winter. Because after winter we will have a lot of other food sources available to us. Let's unpause the game again. We do want, that's only 1 stick, that's not worth it. Clay, we are okay, and we don't have any extra, so yes, we want to pick this up. Same with this limestone and this stick. Limestone, let's grab that too. Yes, we know that she doesn't have enough things for her leisure activities. That's okay, we will deal with that very, very soon. So first, she will follow her priority, go pick up all the available items, and then she will start collecting more. She got a negative mood look because she slept outside. See, the funny thing is, she didn't exactly sleep outside, but this room is not complete. So as a result, the game thinks that the settler slept outside. I believe when their mood is high, they are more productive. Come on, you can get that deer. And leveling up her skill, which is good. Okay, so while she's handing that, let's see, where do we want to build that entertainment area for them? We will make it from clay again, because clay is important and very easy to use early on. Also has some very good insulation, which helps with temperature control. There is the hair. So they will need a bit of a dining area, but also a bit of a leisure. So let's go 6 to begin with. And let's place a wooden oak Brethren shrine, because that's her religion. Let's put the Bagamon table over here. And also, I want to place a small table that they can use to eat. So let's pause. Actually, no need to pause. Let's put bring this wall over here. Let's change this to wooden floor and cover this. And we have a stability issue over here. So one more wall here. Copy. There you go. And we want to squeeze a little table over here. Let's will be a bit tight. Do we want to squeeze it here? No. That's okay. When we have a second person, we will extend this a little. So she is starving, and that is not because we don't have food, but because we haven't prepared any. So I want to go here and remove the animal carcass. I want them all moved to this location. And once you wake up, we will need to prioritize the butchering table and the campfire. There she is. So she's going to move those animals. Good, good. Excellent. And now I need you to prioritize this. Resource unable to deliver. So that sounds like we don't have enough wood to build it. Well, let's go chop a tree. Actually, chop a couple trees because we need the campfire as well. Very good. And now we will prioritize the butchering table. Excellent. And now the campfire. Now we can start making food. So at the moment we don't have anything on our production queue. If we go up here, we have raw meat. So we need one carcass to produce a number of raw meat. And there is no requirement on the culinary skill. So we'll click on that. And then the game will ask us, okay, how much of it do you want to produce? We can choose a specific amount until we reach a specific limit or forever. For now, any animal I want to any animal I hunt, I want to turn into food. So we'll select forever. But since we told our settlers that you cannot eat raw ingredients, we will also need to go to the campfire, select meal, which will take 12 pieces of raw food and one piece of fuel, so sticks or wood or coal, and convert it into one meal. So we will select that. And again, we're going to produce this forever. You will see here the productivity is low on 78% because it's outside in the snow. That is because it doesn't have a roof to protect it. As soon as a roof is built, that should be the productivity should go up. And Christiana is going to actually prioritize making food since it's a much higher priority than the rest of her tasks. Also, animals give us leather, which is something we utilize to build, to actually tailor outfits for our users, for our settlers, not users. So she's going to butcher all of it first, and then she's going to eat. She's ravenous, so she's slowly losing health, but she should be okay. She should be able to produce enough food to eat before it's too dangerous. Why is she moving the raw food there? We do not want the food here. Please move the food away, thanks. Two more rabbits to chop. Okay, she collected the raw meat. She's taking it back, and the leather goes away. I think I'll make her prioritize making just one meal. So right-click, prioritize production. So we don't get into a situation where she rebels and she completely disregard any of her orders. Cooking produces ash, which is a waste. So by putting it out here, it will eventually decay. Otherwise, it doesn't really do anything. It just takes space, really. And now Christiana is going to go to bed. It's already getting much, much colder out here. It's 27 Celsius. Ah, it just got a little bit warmer, 26. But that is still a very, very cold temperature. Especially to walk outside with, what does he have? With flimsy linen winter clothes. Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. Okay, while Christiana is doing this, we'll have to plan for the future. But that's it for the second episode. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you on the next one.